In today's video, I'm using my Lion Energy Safari LT solar generator to run my pellet grill. Hey, this is Ricer from Dead Broke Barbecue of Wisconsin, and welcome back to the channel. But if you're new here, we try to help you enhance and amplify your backyard barbecue fun. Now, this solar generator is freaking awesome, and I'm certainly impressed the way the Safari LT worked. So grab a solar panel and a ray of sunshine, Kevin. It's time we amplify some backyard barbecue fun. In today's video, I'm using my Lion Energy Safari LT to run a pellet grill, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. And this is for all you people that wanna take your pellet grill up north, but you don't have any power. Now, the Safari LT has a couple different outputs. You got USB, 12 volt, and AC power. And the LT has 500 watts of power after it's charged up. So what are we waiting for? Let's go ahead and get this Pellet Pro fired up. And then on this side right here, you have to turn the output on. So you wanna make sure that that's sending out the power, and we'll just plug it in. Now you're gonna hear it starting to generate. And as you can tell, Pellet Pro fired up. We're gonna open up the lid and we're gonna turn it on smoke. Now this is just to see how long that Safari LT will run. I'm doing some baby back ribs for a test today. I do also have the solar panels, and if it's starting to run out of charge, we'll put the panels out. All right, so the 1190 is starting to smoke up good. Close up the lid and we're just gonna let it preheat for a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and put in those baby backs. As you can see, these baby backs are all sweated up. It's time to get these on some smoke. All right, the Pellet Pro is all heated up. Let's get these in. Set it right there. And this one we'll put right here. You want to squish them together a little bit. That way you get a bigger bite on that bone. We'll put down our shelf, close up the lid, and set a timer for 1 hour, and we're just gonna let these baby backs draw in that smoke. Our 1 hour timer went off. Let's go ahead and check out these ribs quick, but we're also gonna take a look at the Safari LT and see how much of the charge we actually used. Yeah, the ribs are starting to get a little bit of color, but again, we were just on smoke, so they got a long ways to go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn the Pellet Pro up to 270 degrees because that's where we're gonna wanna finish off these ribs. So simply all you do on the Pellet Pro is hit it to mid-temp, and it's gonna run us up to 270 now. We're actually using just a little bit more watts, and the hours have dropped down a little bit too while this thing is really kicking in. We're just gonna come back and we'll check and see once this gets up to the temperature, does the Safari back off? Because if I can only run for about an hour and a half, I'm gonna have to get out the solar panels. But as this PID controller gets this cooker up to temp, those watts are gonna come down. So I think I'll still be safe to be able to run these rack of ribs off from one charge on the Safari. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes and our Pellet Pro is starting to reach that 270 degrees. So right now it says it's got about 7 hours left, and it's running about 30 to 40 watts. That's actually back down a lot compared to what we were running when we first started to heat it up again. So my guess is that we're still gonna be able to cook these ribs off from one charge on the Safari LT. Now I'm gonna set a timer for 1 hour, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna check these ribs, probably spritz them, give them just a little bit of moisture, and we'll check on that Safari and see how much battery power we have left. Our 1 hour timer went off. Let's go ahead and check out these ribs and see if they're starting to get a little flexy. Well, they're still pretty stiff. Not bad. Getting a little bit of pullback on these. Not bad though, but let's go ahead and give them a spritz. Cover them up. The back side too. All right, we'll close up the lid and check out and see how the Safari's doing also. All right, so it's working actually pretty hard now because I opened up the lid, and I noticed the last time it was saying we only had about 7 hours, and it actually spiked up once it got where the thing was not running as much. We got back up to where we had 10 hours. And you can see it just slowly starts going up and down. So I'm 90% positive now that this cook is gonna be able to be finished right off the Safari. I mean, this is pretty dang close to being a free cook because I actually charged this up using the solar panels. So all the power was sent from the sun. But now I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes and we're gonna come back and check these ribs and see if they need another spritz or if we can just keep on pushing them through. Once they get a little bit more pullback and a little bit more flex to those bones, then we'll go ahead and wrap them up. Our 30-minute timer went off. Let's go ahead and check out these baby back ribs. Well, they're starting to look even better. Bark is starting to stick for the most part, a little longer. Getting some really good pullback. They're close. Ooh, that one was peeing on us a little bit. Feeling kind of flexy. This one here is not as much. This one's got a little longer. I think I'm gonna rotate them. Swap them here. And now I'm just gonna give them a quick little spritz. Now the Safari hasn't actually changed that much. It still is running right around that 7.5 to 8 hour span. I am very impressed with the LT. Holy cow. I mean, it's hardly budged through this cook. And the Safari would work for all you comp guys that are using pellet smokers. Seriously, it would. I spent way too much time on my phone, so I'm gonna need to charge that up too. And if you look right here, you go ahead and press on the output here. Take this off. Plug in a USB. Plug in your phone. It's charging. Perfect. I better not set my phone too close to the cooker, so we'll just put it right here. Yeah. Safari holds it. Now I'll set a timer for 30 minutes and we're gonna come back and I'm most likely gonna start wrapping them up. It's time to get these baby backs bite off the bone tender. We're 3 hours into this cook. Let's get these baby backs wrapped up. Yeah, we're getting, this one's a little better flex to it. Still not perfect, but this one is easily right there. But I think I can push this one through. Go ahead and pull up my shelf. Get a cutting board. Set that on here with some aluminum foil. Go ahead and put some sauce down first. Just a little bit. Get a little bit of our rub. Now we are using the Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub, along with some Uncle Steve's competition pig powder. Put that on there. Gotta add a little more sauce over here. Grab this first rack, meat side down. And we will put just a little bit on that bone and along with just a little bit more of our rubs. Get it wrapped up. There's that one. Now the same with this one. Get our bones. Hey! Whoops. Seasoning on there. Things are blowing away on me. Losing concentration. Oops. And just a little bit on the backside. Killer Hogs, they're hot. And a little bit of the competition pig powder. Now I'll just go ahead and wrap this one. Now you're gonna wanna make sure you're keeping this tight. And again, you're gonna wanna put these meat down in your cooker. All right, we'll get our shelf back down. Close up the lid, but let's check out the Safari. All right, so you can see that we still have quite a bit of battery power left. And it's saying about 3 hours, but it's raising as this thing gets back up to temperature. A guy could probably get away with having like 4 of these and run your home. I mean, awesome. Now, Lion Energy also makes a bigger power station, but for what I'm doing, this size is perfect. But if you're trying to maybe run your whole campsite, look at the bigger one. Just check the links below and it'll send you right over to Lion Energy. Now set a timer for 30 minutes and hopefully these baby back ribs are done because I wanna eat. Our 30-minute timer went off. Let's go ahead and check out the tenderness on these ribs. Let's just see here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, these are ready. What we're gonna do, move these over, carefully put these right like this, and then I'm going to make a little bit of a funnel and run all this good sweetness right on top of them. Just like that. This one opened up. This one I can just tell by the aluminum foil, this one is also tender. That one in here. Make a little funnel for this one. Get that on there also, best you can. Close up the lid and set a timer for 10 minutes because I want that sauce to start to caramelize on them ribs. All right, my 10-minute timer went off. It's time to eat. Let's open up the hood and we'll get this one off. Set that one right here. This one didn't get quite as much glaze on it, but it's all right. Get this on its side and we'll cut off a couple bones. Try them out. Yeah, these are easily done. Pretty damn good, actually. All right, so I'm gonna take a bite of this one. We got a great smoke ring. This is gonna be a big bite. Awesome. Bite off the bone, like usual. This is the way I like them. Now, for all you comp guys, that combination of rubs that I just used, the Killer Hogs Hot Barbecue Rub and Uncle Steve's Competition Pig Powder, I'm gonna say you'd have a pretty good chance of getting a call. Now, I can't tell you the sauce that I put on it. That's a secret. But, so good. Now, these are really juicy and tender, and just think, the Safari LT was the power running the Pellet Pro. Now, really, I ran this whole cook on free power. I set up the solar panels and charged it up and then started cooking. Now, before I have another bone, let's shut off the Pellet Pro. Just go ahead and hit off. And it's gonna go into a standby for 15 minutes. I'm sorry, but I gotta have one more of these on camera. Dang. Look, I still have just under a half a battery. Now that's pretty impressive. I ran for over 4 hours and I still have 40% of that battery left. Wow. Good job, Lion Energy. Hey boys, run in the house and grab some chicken breast out of the fridge. We still have 2 more hours of power left on this thing. Are you kidding me?
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and become a subscriber. Turn on that notification bell because you don't want to miss my next video. I mean, I got even more cool things coming in the mail so we can amplify our backyard barbecue fun. So why would you want to miss that? But I appreciate you watching and I'll see you in the next video.
I'm sorry, but I gotta have one more on camera for you all. I gotta have one more of these. Holy cow. Oops. I can't fall off the bone. Wipe my face. I'm gonna do it again.